Every once in a while, I will watch something or play something, and inevitably, I will write a script or a video. But then I decide not to make the video because I'm not feeling it. Either I think the script is ass, or what I watched or played just, I don't know, for whatever reason, I just don't make the video. The point is, this is one of those scripts, and the show is Agatha All Along. When I first heard of the title Agatha All Along, for some reason it made me think of a line from the anime Assassination Classroom. The line was,
"Your assignment this afternoon is to compose a short poem. The final line should read, 'Was tentacles all along.' Here's an example. Not the storm of garden snow, of flowers moving on, but sprouting there instead was tentacles all along."
I don't know why. Don't ask me. It just popped in my head. I don't know why. But I highly recommend that anime, by the way. Created by Jac Schaeffer, who wrote 2 episodes and then also directed 3 episodes for the streaming service Disney Plus. For those who are not aware, Agatha All Along is a spinoff from the 2021 miniseries WandaVision. Agatha All Along is the 11th TV series in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Quick cast rundown. Kathryn Hahn plays Agatha Harkness. Joe Locke plays William Kaplan. Patti LuPone plays Alice Wu Gulliver. Sasheer Zamata plays Jennifer Kale. Patti LuPone plays Leah Calderu. Debra Jo Rupp plays Mrs. Hart, or Sharon. Was it Sharon?
Thank you, Mrs. Hart.
No, it's Mrs. Davis, dear. No,
right.
Mrs. Hart was what Wanda granted me. You know, my name is Sharon. I know you get confused sometimes, but my real name is Sharon.
Well, there's no time for details.
I think it was Sharon. Aubrey Plaza plays Rio Vedel. 3 years after the events of WandaVision World, Agatha is still trapped inside Wanda's spell, going around terrorizing the local townspeople in this delusional state brought on by Wanda's spell. I mean, those poor townspeople. First, they're trapped by Wanda, which honestly, I do not blame her for that. She was going through some shit. And then they had to put up with Agatha for 3 years. That is until William shows up and helps Agatha break Wanda's spell. I mean, they say William is the one who helped Agatha, but to me, it looks more like Rio is the one who helped her. Well, I guess I could actually see an argument for both Rio and William helping Agatha break the spell. Anyways, William asks Agatha to take him on the Witch's Road.
Am I supposed to know this song?
Down, down, down the road, down the witch's road.
Great, now that song is going to be stuck in my head again. The reason being that at the end of the road, if you pass the trials, the road will grant you what's missing at the end, or something. We're told that the kid wants to be able to use magic, or wait, no, power. The kid wants power, and Agatha wants to reclaim her power, even though canonically you can just learn magic by like reading a book on magic. So I don't see why they both don't just do that, but whatever. Although the kid may have alternative reasons to travel the road. Plot twist. However, you need a coven to open the path. So one by one, they start gathering witches to form a coven, which in the beginning, Agatha doesn't even want to do in the first place, which is until the kid tries to tell Agatha his name, but she is unable to understand William's name because of a rune or spell or something.
Who are you?
My name is...
Say again.
I'm...
Interesting.
What?
Which piques Agatha's interest. You know what? I'm just gonna cut to the chase. They travel the road, some weird magical shit happens, and plot twists abound. Some quick background on Agatha. Agatha Harkness first appears in Fantastic Four number 94, published in January 1970 by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Governess to Franklin Richards, the son of Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, and Susan Storm Richards, the Invisible Woman, as well as tutor to Wanda Maximoff, aka Scarlet Witch. Now, from what I've found in the comic books, Agatha is basically just a female Professor X, serving as a tutor to humans and mutants endowed with magic and whatnot. So far, I haven't found anything that suggests she's done anything evil. Now, I could be wrong, it has been a while since I've actually read a comic book. I tried reading comic books on my phone, but it's just not the same. Let me know in the comments if there is an incident or whatever where Agatha does something evil. Now, obviously, there are a bunch of discrepancies between the comic books and the movies, well, TV show. I'll go two. So, in the comic books, the Salem 7 are Agatha's grandkids. Yeah. And Nicholas Scratch is also her son in the comic books as well as the TV show. But in the comic books, Nicholas is banished to another dimension because he tried to betray Agatha, which he's like seriously fucking evil. So I don't know. I won't say what happens to Nick in the TV show. That's spoilers. I won't do that. One thing I was surprised about was that this miniseries, whatever you want to call it, got 9 episodes instead of the usual 6. Well, I guess WandaVision got 9. I think She-Hulk got 9. Did Moon Knight get 9? No, Moon Knight got 6. The Loki got 6. Echo got 5. The Falcon one got 6. Oh, the What If series got 9. Well, the first 2 seasons of the What If series got 9 episodes, except for the 3rd season, which got 8, I think. Hawkeye got 6. Secret Invasion got 6. Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, it got 9 episodes instead of the usual 6. Let's face it, that first episode was rough to say the least. It was to the point where, honestly, most of that episode was hard to watch. I had several questions watching it, primarily among them, why is she acting like a cop from a terrible cop show? I mean, is that a thing now? They're hitting all of the cop TV show stereotypes. I think they're trying to be funny, but it just wasn't. I actually quit watching the first episode and the show for a while, for that matter. Like, it was that hard for me to watch the first episode. But I went back and I was like, okay, so she's a cop now, a suspended cop for some reason. Also, how old is that kid? Not really a good idea to talk to him without a parent, guardian, or child advocate. Well, I guess that depends on the state you're in and the precinct policies. Anyways, doesn't matter. And then the next episode was like, oh, okay, now it's a musical. What the fuck is this show? I mean, I get that they were trying to go with the same feel of WandaVision, but I don't know, for me, it just didn't work. Now, the show does start to take off, actually, when they get on the road, but just the first couple episodes is just... Look, I think the show is actually all right. I mean, I don't hate it, but at the same time, I don't love it either. The first, 90% of the first episode was fucking terrible, which I feel really bad saying that. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to throw any hate or anything towards the actors or the crew that worked on this show. No hate towards them. They're all lovely, wonderful people, and I love a bunch of actors in this thing. But that first episode was... The second episode, however, was a little better, but still had some rough spots from what I remember. Now, the third episode was a lot better. Now, don't get me wrong, throughout the whole show, there are some rough patches, but apart from the first episode, it's not a bad show. Maybe even good. It's definitely all right. Also, the ending of the show, I don't know, for me, it was kind of predictable. Like the plot twists they're trying to do, they just weren't plot twisty. They were obvious. And I'm sure all of you thought the same thing. I mean, I don't think it was necessarily bad. Definitely could have been better, but anyways, if you do decide to watch it, do your best to get through the first episode. Maybe if you want, just skip the first episode. Or, you know what? I'll go ahead and throw up a timestamp of a suggested, if you don't want to go through the whole first episode, I'll throw up a timestamp so you can just skip to where it's not so bad. But that's my opinion. If you like terrible cop shows with all the stereotype shit, then you probably will like the first whatever amount of the first episode. Personally, I did not like it, but that's just me. So honestly, first episode reminded me a lot of the cop shows from like I'll say between late 60s to early 80s in that region, which I know is a big time gap, but I don't know, for me it felt like a low production of one of those cop shows. Yeah, it felt like that. But yeah, I'll go ahead and throw up the timestamp of what I think would be a good time to start if you don't like that shit and would not be able to get through it, because I sure as fuck didn't. But yeah, that does it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see everyone in the next one.